Okay, now this right here is a deity titled Krampus, right? Krampus is the original Christmas deity. This is an actual photograph from a parade taken in Austria of them celebrating who, before Santa Claus, was the Christmas devil who would come and steal children away on Christmas who were, let's say, misbehaving. You can flip the channel. Flip the page. And so here is the inspiration for Krampus via the Baphomet, who is, symbolic to and representative of Lucifer. And so when the Catholic Church wanted to bring, the Christmas spirit over here, they couldn't just bring it over here in the form of which they worshipped it overseas. So they remixed Krampus, who is Satan, into Santa. And so you can flip it and we can keep it moving. And so the Christmas tree, as you see, like this giant one that's behind us, the Christmas tree is symbolic to a phallus. The tree is supposed to be the phallus. The lights and the ribbons are supposed to be the sperm, and then the ornaments via the balls is supposed to be a man's testicles. And so, as you can see, this ritual of sitting on Santa Claus' lap is symbolic to pedophile interaction with children, and that comes from the Roman celebration of Saturnalia, where the rich politicians in Rome would exchange gifts or other resources with the parents of children in order to have sex with the children. So you can flip that. And here's an actual painting of the Saturnalia celebration. So you see, I'm not making this up. Here's actual Greek artifacts with pedophilic depictions on them. Here you see the little boy sitting on a grown man's lap after the grown man has given this little boy a rabbit. And so above, you can see that not only was this done in ancient times, this is being done ritualistically in modern day times as well. You can flip. Keeping it moving. The Baphomet next to the tree is so that people can have the understanding of why you put the star on top of the tree, specifically the 5-point star. And so that star is symbolic to Lucifer. In Freemasonry, they say Lucifer is the beholder of light. And so when you put the light on top of the tree, that's basically welcoming back a Baphomet inside of your house. You can flip. Here we have the fireplace, and as innocent as this may seem, the logs are symbolic to children who were sacrificed by fire in Nordic culture for 12 days. And so this is why they say on Christmas, when you throw a piece of your log in there, you should keep a piece for next year. And that's symbolic to bringing in the negative energy from your previous year with you into the next year, as well as child sacrifice. You can flip the log. Here we have the mistletoe. Here you can see the etymological roots of the word mistletoe. Goes back to poop on a stick. I believe that this Greek depiction, without me going into it too much, gives you a vivid description of where that comes from. So this is just further delving into the pedophile or the homosexual influences of this holiday, to which we believe to be some innocent celebration for parents and children and their family alike. You can flip. Now here is such an innocent saying that we say to each other, which is Merry Christmas. There you see the definition of Merry is cheerful, joyful, happy. Christ is your consciousness, and Mass actually is a mass sacrifice. So when somebody tells you Merry Christmas, they're actually saying happy mass sacrifice of your consciousness. You can flip. Here's Old Nick. Old Nick actually means Satan, Lucifer, devil. As you can see, that's the definition right there in the Merriam-Webster's. Here is a picture of who you call Santa Claus, who's actually the first transformation of Krampus and the counterpart of Krampus before the Catholic Church brought Krampus over here. So Santa Claus and Krampus used to travel from town to town and kidnap the children. And so Santa Claus would be like Robin to Batman. And there you see a picture of Santa Claus with the devil. They're the polar opposites of each other. So the Catholic Church took Old Nick and just put Saint inside of it. So this is where we get Old Saint Nick. So when you hear people singing them Christmas songs and they talking about Old Saint Nick, they're actually saying Old Lucifer, and they singing songs for Lucifer. You can flip. Now we have holiday or holiday season. When you break down the etymological roots of the word holiday, you see that holly means holy, which is a day denoted to a god. They don't say what specific god, but they say a day denoted to a god. And then a day is a procession of time in which you exist. And so holiday is the procession of time that Freemasons denote to the god that they identify with Baphomet, which is the representative of Lucifer, Satan, or whatever you want to call it. So holiday season is the season of Lucifer. You can flip. Krampus skin. I don't know if you play Fortnite. I happen to play Fortnite. Well, the kids play Fortnite. And so last year, actually, while I was playing Fortnite, I noticed that an unlockable skin during Christmas time was Krampus. And so I put that in there just so people could see that this is not something that I'm making up. This is something that's well known, especially outside of America to this day. And even the video game, creators who create content for children put this type of content in there for children. So when you get that grandma, that auntie that be talking about that stuff is the devil, they actually was right. You can flip. Now we have what you call typoglyemia, which is the brain's ability to understand words as long as the first or the last letter in the word is stable, even if the rest of the words in the middle are scrambled. For example, the word words, if you take the S on the back and put it in the front, it spells the word swords. This is why sometimes people say the tongue is mightier than the sword. So if you take the word Santa and put the N on the back, it spells the word Satan. You can flip. And so this is further paintings of Krampus. You can see Krampus taking all of the kids away to his lair, which was believed to be in hell. And so what they did was they remixed Satan, aka Krampus, turned him into Santa. So instead of him taking the kids to hell, which some people believe to be in the center of the earth, now they got him taking them to the North Pole. And so an elf actually is an acronym for extremely low frequency, and the definition of an elf is an evil, mischievous character. So you have Satan, aka Santa, and the North Pole with all of these demonic, mischievous creatures creating things for your children. And so if an elf is an entity that has my worst interest at hand, why would I trust these entities to create products to bring into my house to give to my children?